Welcome back to the show. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and digperspectives.com for exclusive content. Right now, $3.58 trillion market cap for crypto. The market is up 2.1%. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays to everyone out there. I hope you're having a chance to spend some quality time with family and friends, or just have some time to yourself if that's what you prefer. Bitcoin right now, 98,300. Ethereum, 3,400. 139 billion plus market cap for USD Tether. XRP at the number 4 spot is 228. We're off 1.6 on the 24 and off 10.5 on the 7-day. Let's look at the range of price very quickly here. Ranging between 226 and 234 now. I tell you, the thing that stands out to me as someone who's not really an analyst of charts, and I greatly appreciate the ones that do, with a huge admiration towards all of them. I have to say, this is the longest in XRP history, I'm pretty certain of at this point, that XRP has stayed strong above the $2 mark. And that is hugely exciting to me, knowing how much bullish information is headed our way, including legislation and potentially no tax on American cryptos. So this is pretty remarkable where we're headed. Let's get started right here. First of all, on-chain data is saying pretty much what we're saying. That's what they're seeing, rather. They're saying whales bought 40 million XRP just in the last 24 hours. Merry Christmas. Somebody's got a stocking stuffer this morning. And Bitcoin. Listen to this here. Now, there was some news we covered yesterday. If you haven't watched the videos from yesterday, please go watch them. There's some tax information coming out now from the IRS, really trying to cut down on how we actually submit our taxes for crypto. And instead of doing this overall cost basis analysis where you're just blending all of your different wallets and exchange accounts and coming up with your cost basis, they now want you to report individually everywhere that you have crypto. And then there's some more specifics too. But listen to what this gentleman has to say about it. And we have a clip from me from, I think it was yesterday or day before.
We love to see more use cases for all kinds of crypto, especially, in our real world assets market. The more real world business cases there are for the use of crypto, the better. But it's going to be a little complicated, I would say. The tax authority is going to have to figure out how to link up somebody's Bitcoin wallet with their tax obligations, with their tax bill, so that they can match up the Bitcoin that they receive with the obligation to pay the tax. That means probably someone's going to have to give their Bitcoin wallet to this tax authority. And the crypto market is not really very friendly necessarily to the tax authorities, and people are not going to necessarily want to give up their wallet addresses. So I think the implementation there is going to be a little bit challenging. And then there's a series of other things that they're going to have to do.
Of course, in a way of reporting your taxes, and I encourage everybody to report the way the law orders us all to do so, until we get new laws and legislation that says otherwise. That's how I'm handling it. Now, I will say this. There's a couple things that stand out to me in here. The gentleman talked about real-world asset tokenization. And this is one of the reasons I believe that U.S. crypto tokens and projects are going to be looked at as zero-cap gains. Think of it for a moment. XRP is for payments. And if you're tokenizing real-world assets in the new digital economy on these new value protocols, you're going to need to be able to exchange and make transactions without suffering capital gains. Think of it for a moment. If I'm financial institution A and financial institution B, and you tell me I can use XRP for payments, but if it goes up in price, I've also got to pay capital gains. Well, why am I using it for payments, right? So therein lies the real point, right? And I think that's where we're going here. So take a listen to this as far as Bitcoin goes. And by the way, I have a huge significant position in Bitcoin and XRP, so it's not a maxi talk, but this is a very real talk from an investor point of view. We need to know how all of these assets will be treated so we can understand how we report them or not. This new U.S. administration could boost XRP, XLM, HBAR, Quant, and Algorand because they're U.S. related or they're U.S. They're U.S. companies located here domestically. So, Trump cutting taxes for U.S. domestic companies. Take a listen to this.
No one is talking about this. The announcement of Trump saying no capital gains taxes on the U.S.-based cryptocurrency.
I like XRP a lot because I think once the new administration comes in, XRP is going to benefit, and I think it's going to go up a lot over the next year.
I also really like the other coins because I think XRP is going to be the leader, but I also don't want people to sleep on XLM, HBAR, Quant, Algorand. All of these are US based, and I think they will get drug along in this migration. I'm super excited about the whole sector.
I'm almost certain that Trump is going to either remove capital gains on cryptocurrency or either severely reduce them. Bitcoin is going to cross over 250. I think Ethereum is going to cross over 10,000.
No one is.
This is a remarkable moment. And listen, if this happens, what happens to Bitcoin? Nobody wants to act like they realize that we know where the Satoshis are, according to the Department of Homeland Security. So if they continue this ruse of acting like they don't know where Bitcoin came from, it sounds like Bitcoin gets taxed. How are you going to stay the number one market cap unless they pass that strategic reserve bill, stockpile reserve bill, right? This is getting very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, and we want to pay very close attention. Listen, I'm stacking my pennies next to their dollars. And depending what they do with that legislation and whether the ETFs dwindle based on whether that legislation goes off or not, will tell me whether I want to stay in the significant Bitcoin position that I currently hold. I'm not here for emotions. I'm here to get generational wealthy. And this is one step closer to doing exactly that in my mind. No question about it. And that is the announcement, by the way, that Bitstamp's being acquired by Robinhood, and Bitstamp is building a derivatives exchange platform on the XRP ledger. This is enormous, what we're talking about here. And could you imagine being able to use XRP for payments and knowing that all this real-world asset tokenization of stocks, bonds, and other traditional market products are being brought onto the XRP ledger? But if you're going to use it every day for payments, you'd be subject to cap gains? It doesn't make any sense. And then the other side of it is if they do no tax on it, it makes perfect sense because that would attract the world to that value protocol and those assets largely. And in doing so, we know what, 7% of the world knows what crypto is at all, or some low, very low number to the world population. So if that in fact is the case, or whatever that low number is, let's understand this. In short order, if you do that for these value protocols, you make them rise above. The demand to own that asset and transact on that protocol will be a premium for people to want to do that. And that's how you establish the new internet of value. Because I'm not going to want to be on one that's getting taxed. Right here, multiple U.S. states are considering strategic Bitcoin reserve. This is from CNBC. We know we have Ohio, Texas, Pennsylvania at the very least. There may be another one or two, but, again, the federal government may decide to do this. And if they do it, I think it would give Bitcoin the legitimacy, whether it's taxed or not. And that would convince me to keep my position. That's not financial advice, just a digital perspective. Now, looking at this right here. So much for anti-government coin. Institutions and governments now control 1/3 of known Bitcoin holdings. See, I told you this market doesn't belong to us anymore. That's why the ones that have been in here for years, like we have been front-running Wall Street and potentially even the government at this point. Think of this for a moment. The institutions control the Bitcoin market now, and because Bitcoin has dominance over the entire crypto space at the moment, because utility is not driving price, then what do we know? We know that if you control Bitcoin, you control the crypto industry and the crypto market, up or down, and that's where it is right now. And until price driver is driven by utility itself, which I believe is the next wave of Web3 development that's getting ready to be upon us, 25 and beyond, then we can see something different happen in the market. This here from Eleanor Terrett from Fox has learned that crypto payments provider MoonPay, who has announced they will be at XRP Las Vegas. Get your ticket. It makes a great Christmas, New Year's gift. I don't mind telling you. And they're in talks to acquire HelioPay for an estimated $150 million. This would be MoonPay's largest acquisition to date. Helio is a Coinbase commerce alternative providing self-service crypto payments platform that enables content creators and e-commerce merchants to get paid in crypto. Look where we're going. MoonPay knows where we're going. You better come see them on stage. You ain't going to believe what I'm sure they're going to share with everybody by the time we get in May. It currently provides white-labeled solutions including Solana Pay, which is integrated into Shopify, and the trading infrastructure for Dex Screener. This is getting good, ladies and gentlemen. It just gets better. This is a reminder right here that Ripple has been a part of the ISO 20022 standard since the beginning.
So ISO 20022 is a global standard for financial information exchange. This enables interoperability between different systems, straight-through processing of payments, and rich data transfer. And it'll also foster competition because it's open and flexible.
And remember, and shout out to Peggy Soltani from Ripple, head of payments products. Remember this. The native token on the XRP ledger has never been XRP. XRP is the bridge for native tokens. The native tokens on the XRP ledger are central bank digital currencies and stable coins. Those are the native tokens on the ledger. XRP is merely a bridge to work between them for efficiency when it's able to, and then to also serve as a gas mechanism for all of those little vehicles like stable coins and cars. And remember, stable coins of sovereign money, stable coins of stocks, stable coins of bonds, stable coins of, you get it, right? Those are the vehicles that move value. They all have to have a little XRP in their gas tank in order to participate on the network. And then when XRP is truly accepted, it can be used to make pairings on the back end of those markets where it could never do it before. And I think we see fireworks when it arrives. Here's a reminder of just how much confidence the financial system has in Ripple and XRP, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to High Vibe here. Game over dagger, he says. IBIS, Swiss route, Finastra, Ripple partner to provide financial institutions with connectivity to globally trusted payment gateways. Take a look. Customers will be hosted on Ripple's cloud solution, which will significantly improve speed on integration with other network partners and allow for faster upgrades. They will also have the option to use on-demand liquidity, which leverages the digital asset XRP for cross-border payments. IBIS is an affiliate of Finastra Payments Partner, working with Finastra's financial messaging marketplaces across the Caribbean and Latin America. And here we have from Swiss Route, they're talking about RippleNet here. And he said, now our exclusive offering includes Ripple connectivity with particularly practicality of having multiple cross-border payment solutions and Ripple in your pocket. There are no more limitations to your banking possibilities when Swiss Route RippleNet adapter processing transactions through RippleNet TM will be easier, offering an out-of-the-box integration. How about that? And here's the market I believe we're really after that you never quite hear a lot about. It's the derivatives market. The same one that Bitstamp is building on the XRP ledger. Yeah, a derivatives platform exchange. If XRP secured just 1% of the derivatives market, which is estimated at over $1 quadrillion, this would translate to just a mere $10 trillion, which I think is actually 0.1% of that quadrillion. I think 100 trillion would be, but nevertheless, even at 10 trillion, the suggestion here from Amelie is this. With XRP's total supply capped at 100 billion tokens, a $10 trillion market cap would mean a price of $100 per XRP token. This is the direction I think we're going. And this is where the real deep liquidity is. And if you could get that tokenized on the XRP ledger, then I believe you could serve any size of cross-border payment you ever wanted to. This is another reminder right here from Michael Branch about the whole 10 trillion and it being $100 per token if we capture just 1% or 0.1% of the market. And this reminds me of the Shane Ellis theory, which back in the day, Mr. B XRP asked a gentleman who is Shane Ellis, say, by the way, can you share your background? Shane Ellis says, I work for the UK government. Shane Ellis is the one that suggested that once we have clarity, or sometime just before, that the institutions would come in and buy all of the liquidity of XRP off of the exchanges that you and I use every day. And they would buy it up to a certain level of the buy and sell walls, right? And then we would have a new price for XRP. This could happen in stages. This could happen all at once. No one really knows. It could also not happen at all. But with everything headed where it is, I find that to be highly unlikely. That's why I'm excited for our first target is to see us heading into the double-digit range in 2025. I can't know if it does. I'm just super bullish because I've always believed it's a 4- and 5-digit token. So double digits, it's a cakewalk in my book. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. It's just my digital perspectives. I wish all of you a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, and I will catch all of you on the next one.